chose us. Pioneers started on my corner like the cold crush. Had smokers lining up the block like a gold rush. The saying live fast and die young is what they told us. The way that they
What's up, YouTube? It's artisanmc back to talk about some shit I do not want to at all. So, do me a favor. Apparently, the channel ban is in effect. So, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell when you subscribe so you don't miss it when I go live, because it can be sporadic during the week. I do not have a regular live time during the week because I work for other people during the week. So I cannot have a regular time like that. So I'm on that lunch, and I figure this is just about as much time as they gave me on the She-Hulk episode, so I can give them some of that to review their piece of shit that they called an episode. So that's what I'm going to do. Shout out to the Remedy and the King Beano Nation. Salute to you, sir. I don't know say about using technology because it seems to not be yeah, horrible. Look, man, I did usually listen to other episode because yeah, I'm seeing that right now, D Remedy. I don't know why the fucking board, man. I got a full fucking signal right now. Full signal. You guys can hear me, give me a 1. Crowd response is important. Engagement is what you're judged on YouTube. So like Captain Picard, fucking engage. Okay. Good now? You got me, D Remedy? Cool. Should get your comment on my side. I will there to do a part, right? I continue our record it, and we can just watch it together just to get it over with, right, Ray? And sure enough, StreamYard is not early. I did do the stream, thought I recorded something, recorded nothing. It's a good thing that it was short. So that's recorded, which is a lot earlier to Maybe it's just fucking StreamYard. Can't. I don't know why the. All this money for shit and can never get a decent goddamn signal. Enough, I'm doing it. But on top of that, the shit got to be Borgen too. Fucking hell, dude! It's like standard for the course. Shit is shitty, left, right, and center. And you're supposed to act like it's fucking rosy. It's not fucking rosy. This shit sucks. It fucking sucks. If you were on the watch party with me on Wednesday night, you would have saw the same thing I did. Fucking nothing. Me looking at this shit blank face, like, what the fuck is this? Why am I watching this? Why the fuck am I watching this? Because it's not fucking good. It's nothing happening. It's not even comedy. There's nothing comical happening. Fucking hell. So this whole episode is about Jen getting her name taken, in a sense, by Titania. Titania taking her ass to court and her having to go to court. All right, all well and fucking good. If that's going to be the thrust of this episode, whatever. Fuck it. Let's go. Now, I'm not finding the chick that's playing Titania, this Jamil, whoever the fuck she might be. I'm not finding this chick entertaining at all. She is fucking off-putting as hell to me. Just looking at her, I'm like, what is this fake rub-on fucking tan? Is she some kind of ethnicity or something? This fucking hair, this shit is bothering the fuck out of me. I'm like, what is going on with this bitch? She looked like she's supposed to be one of those fucking lawn jockeys, fucking porch monkeys or something like that. This dark ass thing, this red ass hair, and these big ass over painted lips and shit. I'm like, what fucking caricature is this? Is this supposed to be a black chick, or is it actually supposed to be a white chick? I'm not. Look, I was looking at pictures online late Wednesday, early Thursday morning to see what is this chick's nationality. This shit is bothering me. What is her nationality? Because she sound Caucasian as fuck, European Caucasian at that. So she sound, buttermilk white. But she's looking up here like one of these old bitches in LA who spend too much time in the tanning booth and they got this patent leather skin tone. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then all this fucking red ass makeup on her face, making her look like Jinx from Pokemon. I'm like, God damn, what? She is off-putting. She is really off-putting. Now, making her a super influencer is stupid. Stupid as fuck to me. But they want to make her a social media celebrity. Whatever, fine. There's a bunch of other ridiculous shit in the show. I shouldn't be thrown off by this one, right? Okay, so she's a super influencer, and she's taken She-Hulk's name because she trademarked it first. Okay, I guess that could be funny, in a sense that you understand that these Marvel characters exist in the real world now, and they're just so normalized in the MCU world now, that people could just go after them for their fucking names and shit. Like, oh well, she didn't trademark it, so we can just do that. Like, okay, there's okay, whatever the fuck. I guess that's supposed to be funny. It was funny when she got served with some papers, but to actually see the case regarding it, I could have got something else. Fuck, I'm angry man live now too. God damn it, dude. There goes the audience. So this shit is really not interesting in me at all. It's not. They could have said that shit was happening in the background and never seen it and gave me an actual episode with something going on in the shit. Basically, this episode is functioning like filler in Bridge. Now, I told you guys after episode 4, where we got all the jokes and stuff like that from Madison and Wong and shit like that, and it was a different writer. I told you, you watch this next episode to see how that shit rolled, and then you would get a good contrast. Now you got one episode, episode 3. You got episode 4. You got this episode, episode 5. Tell me where the better writing was. Tell me where the better writing was. Where it was actually funny. Tell me where that shit was. It was with episode 4. Episode 5 got back to the same old refrain, and it's fucking boring, dude. It's fucking boring. Excuse me. Now, like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. I know everybody fucking pockets is lemon tight, apparently, now for the YouTube space, but donate something, right? I'm watching this shit, and then going through that whole thing with her going to court with Titania, or before even going to court with Titania, she goes to Titania's little exhibition or whatever the fuck she's having, and she got all these products all of a sudden. Like, this shit happen quick. This shit happened real quick. When did she make all of this shit? She got marketing, she got body stuff and sprays and all the rest of the shit. And I'm like, damn, how do we need some kind of understanding of how long time frame wise this She-Hulk shit has been going on? Because this seems like a lot of production for a week. Seems like a lot of production for a week. You need to give me some kind of timestamp on this and let me know how long She-Hulk has been operating in LA and how much time has passed since Titania showed up in court in episode 1 and what's going on in episode 5. Because she way too on the ball with all of this shit all of a sudden. I'm just saying. And I'm not, look, what up, Trail and Malika VC Realm? I'm not putting Ally McBeal on this shit at all. I am not using Ally McBeal good name in relation to this fucking show. This show is as far from Ally McBeal as it can fucking be. It's just shit. They wanted to say that to try to sell this idea for a show. This shit ain't got a goddamn thing to do with Ally McBeal. You know why? Because Ally McBeal was fucking funny. I watched it. Did you? I watched the shit. This ain't Ally McBeal. This ain't funny. Because Ally McBeal, if you know anything, was derivative of Dream On from HBO. That's what it was. Ally McBeal was a female version of Dream On HBO with what was his name? I think it was Brian Benben. That's all it was. It was derivative on network television. But it found its own lane and was kind of funny because that style worked. Now, if you ain't old enough to have watched fucking Dream On, you didn't get to see a grown man living and what was he, a book editor or some shit like that, having sex and stuff like that, raising his son by himself. You wouldn't know shit about this because you couldn't watch the fucking show. Only thing you do know is Ally McBeal. This ain't fucking Ally McBeal. So as derivative as Ally McBeal was from Dream On, this is more derivative of Ally McBeal, which makes it bullshit. The only thing you can say in relation to this She-Hulk show that makes it anything like Ally McBeal is you say, well, she's a female and she's a lawyer. Really. Stop dragging the Ally McBeal show good name through the mud, relating it to this fucking show. I suggest you stop. It's just a suggestion. I don't control anybody. Just saying. Quit it. It's not. If you don't think so, go back and watch Ally McBeal. I bet you'll find yourself fucking laughing, which you're not doing on this show, which is supposed to be a comedy. Written by comedy writers. Okay, moving on. So, one of the things I'm noticing that nobody mentioned in this shit and I'll throw out there right now. And it's something that Officer Charles kind of hit on last week on Shop Talk Live, right? Jennifer Walters as a regular person is homely as fuck. Homely as fuck. And it plays into the idea why I said last week on Shop Talk Live that this chick wouldn't have got it. No, she wouldn't have got a regular date. She wouldn't have. She would have got some dick pics, but she wouldn't have got a regular date on Match, Tinder, whatever the fuck she was on. She wouldn't have. You know why? Because she looked homely as fuck. That's what Charles called her, homely. And then looking at this episode, I'm looking at her. Yes, she does look homely as fuck. It looks like a little girl who's supposed to be 30 goddamn years old and a successful good lawyer. She don't know how to fucking dress. Look, man, you tell me. What woman who has been an assistant district attorney, okay, lost that job, looked up into a larger firm, and became the head of her own division, can't buy regular clothes for herself and look like a fucking woman? Are you fucking shitting me? One part of the episode where she's sitting on the bench with her best friend and paralegal Ginger, who is really disturbing me because I don't know what the fuck they keep doing with this woman's face with this eye makeup bullshit. Like, what the? Is it Halloween? Look, she's sitting in this man suit on the park bench with her friend with some fucking chucks on. What? Did you just come from the fucking office? Or you just ain't used to wearing high heels or something? Or wedges or some shit? No, you got on fucking chucks. Like, now wait a minute. This don't even make no sense to me. You're a tiny woman wearing oversized clothes so you can hulk out and put this shit on, right? Okay, cool. But you got on flat bottom Chuck Taylors when you in your normal size, which means the clothes are oversized. So that means you walking on your pants legs the whole time? Is that what you're telling me? This shit ain't, look, man, the self-insert is going way far. Now, even on top of that, this regular ass bitch shows up to this super influencers event and she looked like a little girl? Wait a minute. This is supposed to be a 30-year-old grown woman? You mean this is not Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, a little 15, 16-year-old showing up to this? This is a 30-year-old woman showing up in this grubby shit, t-shirt and jeans and chucks? In LA? No, nigga. I don't know if y'all know this or not, if you don't live on the East Coast or be around LA at all. But LA ain't got a bunch of normal, regular dressing people. LA is where you can find regular people dressing up like they waiting to be cast in a fucking movie. Everybody I know, especially the females I know from the Bay Area that move to LA and stay in LA for any amount of time, if you see their ass again, even if it's just, hey, we just gonna show up for some drinks and kick it, them motherfuckers show up like they about to hit the red carpet a little bit, like, damn, you a little bit overdressed. They don't know how to dress down like that. They don't. They don't wear no grubbies all out like that. No, nigga. That's not what they do. They low-key red carpet ready all the time. They look like grown-ass people. Not, oh, I'm going to go to this thing and tell her to stop using my name. And I got this frumpy wear on like I'm some big fat chick. Hint, hint. Yeah, Mr. McDonald, previously on the misadventures of an awkward green girl. Shit, not even an awkward green girl. She-Hulk ain't awkward. Outside of her goofy ass personality in it, Jen is awkward. She ain't comfortable in her body. Oh my God. And the only way they could play that up is by dressing her like a little boy. So I'm sitting there watching this shit. It's like, did they just pull a bait and switch on me and just give me a chick cross dressing the whole time? And I just accepted it? Is that what they doing? They just found a way to make this chick a cross dresser the whole time? While her girlfriend is an low key lesbian? Okay, whatever the fuck. Now, Titania is bothering me. I can't. The chick is off-putting to look at to me. Look, big titties. Like I told people before, white dudes only like things with big titties. Big titties don't solve everything for me. Apparently, I wasn't breastfed, and I wasn't. So tits don't make that big of a difference to me. Far as I know, most women have them. So it's not special. No matter how much you push them up in a corset. Okay, motherfucker, I am looking at your face because I don't give a fuck about your tits. She's off-putting. Tatiana Maslany as Jen Walters, homely looking as fuck. Okay, another struggle case. Ginger Gonzana always got some fucked up eye makeup on her face looking like it's Halloween in the daytime. Look, I don't know what the fuck is going on with these people, but they are all off-putting. And they all upset at men. And I'm thinking, like, if I'm in this world, and this is the way you're presenting in this world, you're off-putting to fucking look at. So it ain't men's fault. You can be mad all you want to, but you dressed yourself up and left the house to face the world that day looking like that. That's on you. That ain't on men. If they not attracted, maybe you need to figure that shit out. Figure out your womanhood or something. I don't know. And if you hate men that far, you probably shouldn't be on no dating apps. Maybe you should just be fucking with each other. So anyway, moving on. You get into this other little side story with Pug in the office, the one good male lawyer in the office, the fucking simp, needing some help because he want to get the Iron Man 3s. So apparently now he's a sneakerhead. Now this is the thing that bothers me about the shit I told you guys. They every chance they get, they shit on black males some kind of way, right? Goofy, they lame, and all the rest of this. But at the same time, they want to kind of praise black culture. Trying to throw Megan Thee Stallion goofy ass in there. And now this one, the white boy got to be the sneakerhead. Look, as far as I know, and if I'm wrong, somebody prove me wrong. I don't give a fuck. Sneakerhead shit came from black folks. So every step of the way, these motherfuckers want to, kind of vulture our fucking culture. But throw it on the people he cool, so he can just be a sneakerhead. He can be kind of like, what? This don't, okay, whatever the fuck. But this is all to further the story on how you get to her getting a goddamn decent costume for She-Hulk. Whatever. Just keep it moving. Now, as a funny nod, which I will fix for y'all, the drip merchant, since they like taking our slang too, the drip merchant is some Asian dude selling knockoff shit. Which I thought was kind of funny. Especially since he's spelling the shit wrong. It's knockoff shit, whatever the fuck, right? I thought it was cool that they had the boba store in there, but if you don't get into Asian foods and shit, you probably wouldn't know what boba was. But you know who do know who boba is? The big chick writing this motherfucker. She know what boba is. That's what was funny to her. I live in California. Deal with Filipinos and all kind of Asian races. I know what boba is. Boba is actually kind of good. If they had a motherfucker around here to get one, I'd get one right now. Just to show y'all. Right? Now, that Korean dude is the drip merchant. Not the, gay brother that they get to later. When they continue to shit on black men in this to be either weak, assholes, or effeminate. Awesome. Glad we got that representation out there. Now, this whole scene with Pug and whatever the fuck the chick's name is, that's the paralegal in the show, going and looking for these clothes and shit like that. It was silly. It was fucking silly. And not silly in a funny way. It was just silly. Oh, this is so fucking tropey, dude. Like, where's the rest of the fucking story in this? Right? That goes. Then you finally get to the point where Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, is in court with Titanic, who got some of the most god-awful fucking pseudo-fashionable attire I've seen in a show. This looks dumb as fuck. Just dumb as fuck. I thought that first costume in episode 1 looked dumb. I thought it'd get better. It didn't get better. But apparently they ain't read the comic anyway, so what difference? Why would you expect anything different, right? Like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. I didn't put the fucking branding up there. Well, that would fucking help, wouldn't it? And I can tell you guys right now, I'm not repeating anybody else's fucking talking points, because the funny thing that happened while watching this shit is I got to see where all these fucking talking points emerged and where people was latching on to it and repeat. And this is one of the things that's burning me out, or not even burning me out, just irritating the fuck out of me on this shit. These fucking reviewers can't do nothing but repeat each other, man. It sounded like a goddamn echo box. Same shit over and over again. And what I think it is people from Marvel in these studios jumping in these motherfuckers' chat rooms and introducing shit into their chat rooms that they pick up and repeat. That's what I'm seeing that it is. Because they're directing your eye to shit that nobody would have even caught and then gave a fuck about. No. They're directing the audience like fucking stealth shepherds in this bitch. So that's why whatever. Look, she ends up in court and they going through all this bullshit court shit. Now, the part that was the most interesting to me out of this whole show, the best thing in this whole show, fuck you, was the lawyer that's helping her with her case, the sister, Book. She fine. She fine and look like a lawyer to me. Now, this is what you ain't hearing nothing about when they talk about this episode. Who the fuck this character was and who the fuck this actress is. You hear a little bit about the character. Yeah, she's Book, Mallory Book, and she ends up being She-Hulk's rival, and it's from the comic. Okay, who gives a fuck? Who's this actress? Because fake spray on tan chick, I know her name right off the bat. Why? Because they showed it. They keep telling me who the fuck this chick is. See, she got titties and stuff. Who the fuck is this sister you got in here? Who is her fine ass? That's what I want to know. Who is that? Now, they ethnicity swapped the character. You don't hear nobody saying shit about it either, do you? No, ain't nobody mentioned shit. They ain't acting like the bitch don't even exist. Now, wait a minute. You actually got a sister in this shit acting who's getting no shine whatsoever, but you hyping up Megan Thee Stallion like it's a big deal? So why didn't you have Megan Thee Stallion dancing with that sister twerk? Because it ain't a fucking show, is it? You ain't that far on liking black chicks. Just quit it. What up, Noostal? Our beats in the building. Got 2 beats of the art. What up, Beasley? Now, this little bullshit courtroom stuff is interesting in the sense that that black chick was there and that black chick was looking good. She was working that dress. Nigga, that ass though. Look, objectified or not, I don't give a fuck. I like seeing fine women. She looked fine to me. Never seen her, but I will be looking her ass up to get her name and everything else so I can see what she do next after this piece of dog shit she walking through. Because they ain't giving her no shine on that at all. Don't even know her fucking name. They ain't promoting it, nothing. No production materials, none of that shit. They want her to go by the wayside and be ignored. That's what they think about your asses. If you ain't useful for pushing they fucking show. Now, all of this extra bullshit, which the episode was the episode was nothing. It was a nothing burger. The definition of a nothing burger. Nothing fucking happened. Nothing. Nothing fucking happened interesting. And I'm not saying it needed to be a fight. It wasn't nothing interesting dialogue-wise either. It was bland. It was pointless. It was a fucking bowling ball dressed in green. Nigga, why am I watching this shit? I guess to get to the point where you get to find the guy, I'm forgetting the character's name, the little effeminate black dude in here with his hair all put up in a ponytail and glasses like he's fucking the Weekend mode. And he's the one going to design a costume for her. Okay, so fucking what? We've already had somebody who designs costumes, sort of, in the MCU on the Netflix shit for the Daredevil costume, right? We already saw a dude that does that. Now we got the next one in this show. They found a place to put another black dude in, didn't they? And he effeminate. Okay, I guess that's just supposed to be par for the course, right? Because there ain't no heterosexual black men in the fashion, right? Okay, whatever. Now, everybody keeps saying that he's supposed to be modeled on Edna Mode and that shit, right? I think they was modeling that shit on Kevin Samuels and trying to make him gay. I think that's what they was fucking doing. Because if you already know the tone of this show is the shit on men, and black men keep getting shit on, why the fuck would Edna Mode come up in this shit? Where you got a black dude with glasses on and a nice suit knowing something about fucking fashion. I think they were trying to shit on Kevin Samuels. I think that's what was happening. Fuck Edna Mode. It wasn't about no damn Edna Mode. They can say that shit to try to pass it off because Kevin's dead now. But when they were filming this show, he was very much fucking alive, and black women was having very much of an issue with his ass. And you can see this bitch right here who wrote this shit was wanting to be on the black girl team. So she was doing anything she can. That was they slap at Kevin Samuels. Now, look at another fucking reviewer and see they mentioned that shit. Even made that goddamn connection. Fucking parakeets and fucking lamprey succubus ass motherfuckers. That's what I think that shit was. That's what I think it was. Now, her brother showing up, another fucking made up character, which she ain't never fucking had. I don't give a shit about her brother because he's another trope. The goofy brother. Look, if you watch Stranger Things season 4, look at this character, look at Argyle, and look at this character. Tell me ain't the same fucking character. goofy, sound like a goddamn pothead, but always on a hustle. No, we gotta sell this shit. I'm trying to. Oh, so he ain't got. I thought he just got a promotion somewhere, but he ain't gave up all this promotion to try to mooch off his sister's success or anybody's success just to sell some shit off of her. Right. Right. Let's see what this shit is now. I got you. I got you. Moving on. Back to the bullshit I see. Now, you get to what was initially the only fucking interesting shit out of this whole episode. That if you had to talk about this episode at all, it's coming down to two fucking things and two fucking things only. The first one being the costume maker, making her a costume, and then getting to that goofy ass scene at the end where he's bitching at the dude that works for him about leaving and discretion, and it's a hat box, and he takes the hat box and he puts it on the stool, and you see the yellow cow piece for Daredevil's helmet in the box, and he just closes it up. And that's all. Oh my God, Daredevil's coming, motherfucker! They've been pushing this whole fucking show on this before you even saw one fucking episode of the show. They were telling you Daredevil was coming. All you've been doing this whole time for 5 episodes is waiting on Daredevil to show up. So that's why that's all you got in that 5th episode. The one thing that would make that episode worth watching to show you at the very fucking end, because it got your ass in there to sit through all the rest of that shit. That was uninteresting. So fucking what? You knew he was coming, right? So what? Where is he? Come on, give me Daredevil. Give me Daredevil. You got 9 episodes of this shit. You 5 in and they show you his cow. So that means by episode 6, maybe you'll get to see him, and then they got, 3 episodes to finish up. They've been baiting your ass the whole time. Every episode of this shit, that's why it's been a cameo a minute in this fucking episode to bait you through every fucking episode. Every episode, except for this one. This is the first episode there's no cameo in it, which leads me to believe they probably filmed this episode early. This is probably one of the first episodes they fucking filmed. That's why the CG looks like shit. This is probably one of the first episodes they filmed. They probably filmed the first episode. They probably filmed this one. You know why? Because this is the only episode with that fucking Titania bitch in it. They probably filmed that shit first. Episode 1 and episode 5. That's why the CG in both those episodes, one looks decent, the one looks fucked up. Don't tell me they brought this chick back multiple times. No, they filmed that all at one time. You got her there. Next setup, we're going to do this scene for episode 5. That's why the Daredevil thing is thrown in there. And later on, they figured out we need more cameos. Let's throw some of these other people in there. Yeah, my headphones are about to die, so I got to wrap this shit up while I'm venting on this shit. The other thing that you only hear about this episode for is the ending. In the ending scene, where they're going through all the little court sketch cartoon drawings, and you get to the one with Pug in the shoes, and you get to see that all these shoes are actually themed after different superhero characters. And some of the superhero characters that are in there are X-Men characters and Fantastic Four characters. So everybody can be all jazzed about that shit. But the funniest part about this shit, half the motherfuckers talking about this shit don't even know the symbols of these goddamn characters to point it out. That's the funny part. That's why they always say the same shit. That's why I was sitting there listening to it. It's like, I know where they got this shit from. I know where they got it from. But who would have pointed that shit out? Only somebody who worked on this fucking show that knew it was there. Nobody else watching this shit was catching it. You know how I know? Because most people don't watch the fucking credits anyway. They don't give a fuck about the credits. That's why you don't hear them mentioning it all the time. But that was something, oh, they wanted to let you know was there. Oh, there's Deadpool sneakers in there. Really? Where? Oh, yeah. Okay, top right. Awesome. Who gives a fuck? Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, Nova, Ghost Rider, Black Panther, Cyclops. Yeah, okay. So what? So the fuck what? It's not like you saw the characters pop up in there. Oh, it just means that they exist in this world. Not yet. So fucking what? Man, stop trying to make bullshit in apple butter. It's stupid. It's nothing that will get me hyped to watch this fucking episode. It's all stuff happening at the end of the fucking episode. That's supposed to be something for you to watch. What? You mean all I need to do is watch 2 minutes of this 25-minute show and I'm good? Oh, well, thank you. The other fucking 23 minutes is nothing? Oh, well, thank you for that too. Now that I know, I'll watch those 2 minutes and I'm completely caught up. This is bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm really having a hard time listening to motherfuckers try to find, like, really dig deep to find something to praise about this show. Oh, it was good. It was funny. I'm laughing about it. What are you laughing at? What? Point it out. Make a short about what you laughing about in this show. Fucking film yourself watching this show so I can see you actually laughing at the shit. I don't believe you. I can't believe you guys. I can't. Name the scene where you were laughing. That's what you don't hear them doing. Oh, yeah, I laughed. Where? Where the fuck did you laugh? Because I'm not laughing at this shit. I can tell you where I was laughing at the last episode. I can tell you exactly what scenes I was laughing at. Want to see a magic trick? I'll turn this into a bird. Ha ha ha. That was funny. Nothing in this fucking episode, even the Korean knockoff salesman, is funny. No, I'm supposed to feel bad for Jen because she brought all her ex-dates up onto the stand, and the good dude that she banged out said that he wouldn't have dated her if she was just regular Jen. And, oh, you gotta feel bad for her. Fuck her! That's called honesty. He wasn't into regular homely fucking Jen. He was into She-Hulk. That's who he wanted to fuck, and that's what the fuck he did. And he's somehow an asshole because he's being honest with you about that? Man, if you don't quit this dumb shit. Look, Beastly talking about he is looking for Madison. Yeah, bring Madison back. She was actually funny. Oh, I forgot. You didn't write that episode. That's why there was actually comedy in it. And not just bitching at men because you overlook. Well, lose some fucking weight. Whose fault is that? Dude, I'm just waiting for this show to be fucking over. I'm waiting for this show to be fucking over. At this point, I'm not really jazzed about Daredevil showing up. He gonna show up. I'm gonna see what the suit looks like. They've already spoiled that shit, so I probably don't even need to watch the show to find out. But I'll watch it to see if Daredevil shows up, and then that'll be it. Every dude on here is a dumbass. Even her fucking boss, who owns the company, is a dumbass. Wait a minute, weren't you sitting across the goddamn courtroom from him in episode 1? That he was a hell of a lawyer? But no, here he's just a fucking nut-eating idiot. He might as well be scratching his fucking belly button and sniffing his toe jam when she walked in the office, because that's how she got him depicted. Well, you ain't seeing shit on the She-Hulk character for being a good lawyer at all. Nothing. Nothing. But everybody else stupid compared to her. You know what I know about all the rest of the men in that fucking building? They figured out how to work a fucking door. They ain't running into it. And they figured out how to wear clothes to make them look like grown adults at work. He wasn't too stupid when he found your ass in a bar and gave you a goddamn job. When you could have, I don't know, started your own firm. I don't know, Jennifer Walters, attorney at law. Fucking the blind guy did it. What's your excuse? The blind guy from Hell's Kitchen did it. What's your fucking excuse? You right in LA. And you got a famous fucking cousin. I just can't, man. I can't. It's too dumb. It's too fucking dumb. Look, the tropes are nonstop. The lack of actual comedy is nonstop. And the lack of fucking depth of knowledge on this fucking character, law, or fucking comedy is non-stop. I'm watching this shit, but I might as well be drinking poison. Because it's torturous. It's like a torture. Like Torquemada couldn't have did this any better. Good enough. Like, drink this. What the hell is this? This is Kool-Aid with ground up glass in it. Drink it. Like, oh, fuck, dude. It's great. Yeah, it tastes like great Kool-Aid. But it feels like my insides are going to be ripped the fuck out. Yeah, she could do entertainment law looking like a fucking mint julep. Oh, shit. But that's it, dude. It was nothing in this episode. It was nothing in this episode. I may have been mad that the watch party didn't happen correctly again, but it wasn't nothing to say on this episode. And so it was actually entertaining to watch other people talk about this episode and shine a turd. I'm like, hopefully you guys can see your phones. But that's what it was. It was just shit. So that's like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. My headphones, I gotta get out of here, get my ass back to work. Spend an hour bitching about some shit I only want to talk about in 30 minutes. Yeah, old girl in a white dress. Wow. This was on fire. I could see her in the but this is bullshit. Will I show up next week? Yeah, because apparently Daredevil will be there. So this episode will get the most ratings, more ratings than episode 4 with Max and Wall. And they'll signal that as a success for the show. It's not a success for the show. It's a success for the fact that everybody wants to see Daredevil in the MCU. That's all this proves. Daredevil is a draw. knock this goddamn show. Yeah, he probably get the tail end. No shit. You saw how they did with his helmet. Okay, fuck. Apparently, he gonna have a scene where Matt is talking to Jim. Okay, that's all I would have wanted. You could have had him showing up for this. What is he doing in LA? I don't fucking know. But whatever. Let's just move on and see what happens. But that's it. Like, share, subscribe, support the stream. And I'm getting out of here. I've been silent on this shit, but there it is. That's my episode 5 review. Fortunately, unfortunately, I probably will be taking a trip to the movies tonight to go see The Woman King. I'm not looking forward to that shit. I probably will go to a theater where I can get some actual drinks to watch this shit, because I'm probably going to need something I can kiss on the screen. He drinking? Oh, nigga, I need some whiskey. I gotta have whiskey. I haven't even been drinking in a bit. I haven't had a drink in a minute, so that shit hit me good. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Yo, we should get him, so I got him.